Okay, quick question. How many oceans are on Earth? If you said four, you're not wrong, but you're not completely right either. There are actually five oceans, and today we're diving into all of them. What makes each one unique, what lives there, and why they matter more than you probably think. First up, the Pacific Ocean. And let's be honest, calling it an ocean feels like an understatement. The Pacific is so massive that every single continent on Earth could fit inside it, and there'd still be room left over. It stretches from the Arctic all the way down to Antarctica and from Asia and Australia on one side to the Americas on the other. It covers 46% of Earth's water surface, nearly half. And at its deepest point, the Mariana Trench, the ocean floor drops to nearly 11 kilometers below the surface. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. If you dropped Everest into the Mariana Trench, it would disappear completely. The Pacific is also home to the Ring of Fire, a horseshoe of volcanic activity and earthquakes that runs along its edges. Dramatic? Absolutely. Next, the Atlantic Ocean, the second largest and arguably the most historically significant ocean on the planet. This is the ocean that connected the Old World to the New World. Every major voyage of exploration, Columbus, Vasco da Gama, the transatlantic slave trade, happened right here. But here's something most people don't know. Right down the middle of the Atlantic runs the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, the longest mountain range on Earth. It's completely underwater, stretching 16,000 kilometers from north to south, and it's where the ocean floor is literally spreading apart as tectonic plates pull away from each other. The Atlantic is also where you'll find the Gulf Stream, a powerful warm current that flows northward along the U.S. East Coast and across to Europe. Without it, places like the UK and Norway would be significantly colder than they are today. The Indian Ocean, the warmest ocean on Earth and the third largest. Sitting between Africa, Asia, and Australia, the Indian Ocean is unique because it's essentially landlocked on three sides. That means its circulation patterns are completely different from the Pacific and Atlantic. It's the only ocean whose currents reverse direction depending on the season, driven by the monsoon winds. In summer, the current flows one way. In winter, it flips completely. The Indian Ocean is also home to some of the world's most spectacular coral reefs, the Maldives, the Seychelles, the Andaman Islands, and it contains critical shipping routes that move about 80% of the world's oil trade. Now things get cold, very cold. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest and shallowest of the five, sitting right at the top of the world, mostly covered by sea ice. For a long time, scientists actually debated whether it should be called an ocean at all. In winter, it's almost entirely frozen. In summer, and this is where it gets serious, it's melting faster than anywhere else on Earth. The Arctic is warming nearly 4 times faster than the global average. Despite the extreme conditions, the Arctic Ocean supports incredible life. Polar bears, walruses, narwhals, beluga whales, and millions of seabirds that depend on the sea ice ecosystem. As the ice melts, new shipping routes are opening up, cutting journey times between Europe and Asia by weeks. The Arctic Ocean is becoming one of the most geopolitically important places on the planet. And finally, the newest, the wildest, and the most misunderstood ocean of all. The Southern Ocean, officially recognized as the fifth ocean only in 2000, which is why you might remember learning about only 4 oceans in school. It completely encircles Antarctica and is home to the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, the most powerful ocean current on Earth. It flows endlessly around the globe with nothing to stop it, no landmass in the way, and it connects all the world's oceans together. The Southern Ocean is also one of the most productive ecosystems on the planet, driven by krill, tiny shrimp-like creatures that feed everything from penguins to blue whales. Scientists consider it the most important ocean for regulating Earth's climate, absorbing enormous amounts of carbon dioxide and heat from the atmosphere every year. 5 oceans, 1 planet, and every single one of them is connected. Water flows between them, life migrates across them, and what happens in one affects all the others. The ocean isn't just where we go on holiday. It produces 50% of the oxygen we breathe, regulates our climate, feeds billions of people, and holds mysteries we're still only beginning to understand. If you learned something new today, like this video and subscribe. We'll see you in the deep end.